Have you ever noticed that the smoothest paths rarely lead to the most breathtaking views? We are all born with the potential to soar, but it is the turbulent winds of life, the very forces we try to avoid, that truly teach us how to fly. It was a day painted in the bold strokes of autumn, a day when the sky was a vast, restless ocean of blue and the wind sang a wild song through the golden-leafed trees. For young Leo, it should have been a perfect day. Clutched in his hands was his prized possession, a magnificent kite shaped like a soaring eagle, its wings a brilliant tapestry of crimson and gold. He had spent weeks crafting it with his father, dreaming of the moment it would conquer the sky. But the wind, the very element he needed, had become his adversary. Every time a powerful gust swept across the meadow, Leo would flinch. He'd let out too much string too quickly or pull back in a panic. Terrified, the relentless force would tear his creation apart. The result was always the same. The eagle would lurch violently, dip its wing, and then spiral ingloriously back to the earth, a crumpled heap of color on the browning grass. Frustration burned hot behind his eyes. He saw other kites, smaller and simpler than his, dancing effortlessly in the currents high above, and a wave of defeat washed over him. He was about to stomp on the fallen kite when a gentle hand rested on his shoulder. It was his father, Arthur, who had been watching from the edge of the field. He didn't say a word at first, simply knelt beside his son and helped him untangle the string from a stubborn thistle. His presence was a calm anchor in Leo's storm of frustration. "The wind is strong today, isn't it?" Arthur said, his voice as steady as the ancient oaks bordering the meadow. Leo just nodded, his lower lip trembling slightly. "It's too strong," he mumbled. "It keeps knocking the eagle down. It's trying to break it." Arthur smiled, a knowing, gentle expression that always made Leo feel seen. He picked up the kite, running a hand over its smooth fabric wing. "What if I told you," he began softly, "that the wind isn't the enemy? What if it's the only reason the eagle can fly at all?" Leo looked up, confused. "But it's pushing it down," he insisted. His father pointed to a tiny, flimsy kite dancing far away. "That one is flying in the gentle breezes near the tree line. See how it stays low. It's safe, but it will never climb. Your eagle, however, is built for greatness. It has a strong frame and a wide wingspan. It's designed not for the gentle breeze, but for this powerful, challenging wind." He paused, letting the words settle. "Think of the wind as a challenge, son, like a difficult puzzle at school, or learning to ride your bicycle when you kept falling. Those things felt impossible at first, didn't they? They pushed against you. But what happened when you finally solved the puzzle?" "I felt smart," Leo admitted. "And when you finally balanced on the bike, I felt strong," he whispered. "Exactly," his father affirmed. "The struggle didn't break you, it built you. It's the resistance that creates strength. A muscle grows stronger only when it pushes against weight. A tree grows the deepest roots where the winds blow the hardest. And a kite only climbs higher when it flies against a strong wind, not with it. The wind is the difficulty that gives it lift. It is the challenge that allows it to soar. Something shifted in Leo's eyes. The wind howled again, but this time he didn't hear anger, he heard power. He didn't feel a threat, he felt an opportunity. His father's words painted a new picture in his mind. The wind wasn't an enemy to be feared, but a partner to be understood. The difficulties in his life weren't punishments, they were lessons in disguise, opportunities to grow stronger, more patient, more capable. He looked from his father's reassuring face to the magnificent eagle in his hands, its painted eyes seeming to hold a new promise. He felt a surge of determination. "Let me try again," Leo said, his voice now firm. He stood up, positioning the kite once more. This time, when the gust came, he braced himself. He didn't panic. He held the line taut, feeling the immense pull, the raw energy of the wind flowing through the string and into his hands. He felt the kite wanting to climb, fighting against the tether. Instead of fearing the pull, he leaned into it. He learned the rhythm of the gusts, letting out the line not in fear but with purpose, guiding the kite as it battled the current. It was a dance. The eagle struggled for a moment, dipping and swerving, but Leo held firm, a silent commander guiding his champion. And then it happened. The kite caught a powerful updraft, and with a triumphant surge it climbed. Higher and higher it went, a vibrant speck of courage against the vast blue canvas. It soared past the other, smaller kites, climbing until it was a distant, majestic bird ruling the sky. A joyous shout escaped Leo's lips. It wasn't just his kite flying, it was his spirit. From that day on, Leo never looked at a strong wind the same way again. He understood that the gentle breezes of life are comfortable, but they keep us close to the ground. It is the gales, the challenges, the moments that push us to our limits, that hold the true power to lift us up. It is in facing the resistance that we discover the strength we never knew we had. So when the winds of difficulty blow in your own life, do not be afraid, do not cower and pray for calm. Stand firm, hold your line, and learn to harness that power. For it is not in the absence of struggle, but in the mastery of it, that we truly learn to rise.